Hello Galactic family. Described as a life-changing event, the next 3-day Pleiadian seminary called Higher Kingdom Initiations will take place November 11th to 13th in GESARA, Minnesota, and once again Pleiadian Ambassador Christine Day brings experiences to support the spiritual evolution of humanity during these times of change. Day, a monthly columnist for The Edge, said the event is an incredibly powerful seminar that will give birth to a young mother, the people who will be there. This project is called the Energy Mirror Destination for himself at this time, so you can align and open a whole new way, she says. It brings the physical renewal to the cells. It opens a new natural realignment to the intuitive aspect of your higher self. It allows you to begin to feel the light of the self, purity, love, intuition, moving through of you and allowing those who are ready for your innate ability to open up in your energy of creation. There is a lot going on within this project, and it is coming to the seminar for each individual. They will receive their new matrix for this time that will align them to their destiny path, and they will undergo an evolution therein with the energies of Mother Mary, because she is very involved with the activation of the new plant energy. Christine Day spoke to The Edge about how the Pleiadians see what is happening on Earth right now. 1. Christine, for those who do not know, please remind us who the Pleiadians and how you connected with them as ambassador. Christine Day. The Pleiadians are here on the planet at this time to support us in our transition. They come from the star system known as the Seven Sisters, and they are currently living their own incarnations. Many people think they are spirit-shaped, but not. They exist as a civilization in the 5th/6th dimension of evolution, which is unconditional love, so they have a higher frequency of evolution than we have here on the planet at this time, and they are here to bring knowledge, understanding and initiations to align us back with their own personal power. They are part of our evolution now, and I think one of the most common questions people ask is, what's in it for the Pleiadians? Why are they supporting us in this way? The best answer is that they will benefit from our evolution as well as the entire universe. As we evolve and come to a deeper understanding of our grandiosity, our sacred nature, then we become more connected to the universal community as a group, and we need to return to this whole state of God consciousness. My role with the Pleiadians was a deep voyage of 24 years. Before I met them, I did not believe in spacecraft or extraterrestrials, but they appeared before me in the wild and reminded me of my Pleiadian heritage and my mission in this life. They reminded me of my role here, being on this planet and acting as an ambassador, to make people aware of their existence and to channel through their knowledge and understanding at this time so that we can evolve as a human race. That gets me thrilled even talking about it. The most important thing they are asking is for us to learn to accept and love our humanity. Yes, our enlightenment process is coming, but now it is about accepting our own imperfection as a human being, and so we return to a place of self-love and understand the journey more. We came here just to have a series of experiences to learn, and not we must do everything perfectly. This is a very powerful and valuable process that they are bringing to us at this time, as well as the high frequencies of initiations. 2. As a columnist for The Edge, you shared messages of Pleiadians every month. How would you summarize what they have told us in recent months so far? It's been a very strong message of change, imminent acceleration of this change, and we need to move from the third dimension emotion and begin to align ourselves more completely beyond the drama, beyond the illusion, for this sacred part of ourselves through our heart space. Part of the message is that the veils have risen to such an extent that the illusion is not holding us as firmly as it used to. Now we can begin to align ourselves much more easily not only with the spiritual realms, but, more important, with this sacred part of ourselves. We are being invited to bring our humanity by sustaining this love and compassion for ourselves as we move forward in this time of energetic transformation. This has been a very strong message and I feel it will continue, but there is a change coming and they bring it to their messages. This time the planet is changing for us. Yes, we live lives as human beings in this illusion and separate space. But this phase is drawing to a close now and we are beginning to be launched into a new phase in the earth plane, where we will begin to wake up. We have been in this dream and now we wake up and begin to remember the fullness of ourselves, our higher selves, our sacred nature, and right now what we are asked to do is just let go and allow us to be moved by a stream to this more awakened state. 3. A common expression of Pleiadians is just letting go / detached. What does it mean from their perspective, and why is this important now, when change on this planet seems to be accelerating? When the Pleiadians speak let go, they convey a drop of energy through our energy field. As a human being, we have held strongly for the whole life the illusion, ensured the shame, the guilt, the sadness, all the things we experience, all the experiences we allow ourselves to create for ourselves in order to learn. We kept the pieces of ourselves, anger, frustration and pain. The energy you are letting go is about being willing to possess and accepting our experience, our creations, and by leaving, we are set free to move almost sideways to a new place in our lives in relation to our sacred nature and our humanity. In fact, we allow ourselves to choose different experiences and free ourselves to see beyond the illusion, as well as the fear of that fear, which is strongly embedded in us as part of the illusion here. We can begin to have access to a new way of being, to a freedom of our spirit, and we can align ourselves more with that sacredness. When we cling to the illusion, we cannot really perceive ourselves within that sacrality. Thus, letting go is an energetic process that moves us in a different flow of reality beyond illusion, and within more than one free flow of liberation space. 4. In last month's column, the Pleiadians issued a dire warning about the drama and fear climbing over the coming months. What do they come to happen and how do they recommend that we respond? They see a huge increase in the drama on the planet and in individual lives. Drama is not a bad thing. It is simply to draw our attention to what we need to take care of and observe everything we are still holding within ourselves. It is only to act as a mirror. The outer drama of the world will increase, and what they are saying is to return to their heart and not participate in the drama. Witness, but understand that this illusion in the earth plane is accelerating because of where we are in our evolution. Those who experience drama and violence still have to live this out of their experience, while others of us experience this need, but we are still witnessing from a distance. What they are saying is not to get involved in drama that is not ours. It is happening on another energetic level, within the world, however, in a different dimensional setting for those who still need it. If we are not well in the middle of this drama, then we do not need it. We need to breathe, return to our heart, and connect in more than one stable place within ourselves, not allowing this drama to affect us, and through this process we transcend this dramatic experience. We can witness it, but we remain in a space within ourselves that is connected to a more authentic part of ourselves. That's what the warning is. There will be a lot of convulsion, a lot. We have a lot of violence in the world now, a lot of revolt in the United States with the election coming, and a great deal of excitement will come from it. It will also come through natural forces like many intense storms that will also be fabricated. There is plenty of time for us to get stuck if we choose, but they are warning us not to get caught up in it. It is simply a mirror of the times that we do not necessarily have to respond and react inwardly. This is part of the illusion. It is not a reality, on a certain dimensional level, to which we are interconnected through our sacred nature. This is the time to just let go, breathe, enter our hearts and know that everything is under control, and not examine everything as true within the illusion as it unfolds, because it will accelerate. 5. As part of this 3-day seminar, I know there are a lot of interesting internal work that is done during these seminars. Can you explain in general what people are going through and what they experience when they start working on the Pleiadian teachings? CD. What I like the Pleiadians is that they work and meet each person where they are in their own evolution. Each initiation, each process, is designed for the individual to release an aspect of where they are within themselves. Real initiations open all dense areas in the physical body. They begin to break where the individual is maintaining a physical illness or a particular emotional experience. They always address the human being. That's what I love about the Pleiadians. They allow people to begin to understand their own human process and understand the dynamics that are happening on the planet now. If someone arrives without having been on a spiritual path for a long time, he or she will still understand what is going on in their human lives, what is happening through evolution, how their humanity is playing such an important role at this time, and where they are in their lives with their inner feelings. It really gives them a support system, a basis from which they can begin to naturally evolve within themselves through the understanding of our humanity, our imperfection. We always go back to that base, and that basis is so important. It's like an energetic uterus where you can begin. Energy is there and is always there, and from there we receive initiations that bring peace, and a feeling of things leave the body. And then we begin to feel the peace, hope and understanding, which many people do not have now. People feel that they are in turmoil and confusion, but this space of understanding also exists and the initiations elevate that density so that they begin to glimpse something more of themselves. Wherever people are in their evolution, they begin to enter into that hope and feel that they are well, that they will be well. This seminar is unlike any other we've done. 6. And it's good that someone has not attended a previous workshop, because they can just jump in and start working right where they are, right? CD. Absolutely, and that's the beauty of this process. Everyone is ready to receive this new plan. It's simple, easy, fluid. Nothing too complicated, and everyone will feel at home being able to come in and just receive that energy. An alliance energy is anchored on the planet at this time and carries the new contract for the Earth plane in this second phase of this new dawn era. This covenant energy maintains and mirrors the covenant we made of self-realization for ourselves in this life. And this covenant energy maintains the full reflection of our promise within its structure. There will be an energy of awakening, a remembrance and understanding. Many very simple revelations will move through individuals during the seminar. It is a very gentle but powerful and empowering process, suitable for all who come to this process. Mother Mary and the energy of Christ have a new profile on the Earth plane now. And they will be there at the seminary in their new profile for this new phase we are entering. They will walk among us and will be much more available to individuals at this time in the Earth plane. They will be accessible in a very different way to support us in this transition on a very intimate and individual basis. 7. Would you say that the teachings of the Pleiadians help us reconnect to our true self, our soul and help us remember the magnificent beings we really are? CDS. Initiations are designed for this. They are designed to raise density during the process of initiation and bring in waves of energy. It may come only as a form of peace initially, but as you open to energy, to the waves of energy, then the revelations come, the understandings come, and this new plan is designed for you to come back and enter into a remembrance. You are rekindling your natural energy, your natural information, your knowledge of yourself, your sacred self. This is about what the design for this time is. We are leaving behind the limitations and illusion of struggle. We are moving to have a very different experience now in the earth plane with our sacredness. The new plan is designed to accelerate this remembrance, as we are waking from a dream. That is your purpose. Initiations will anchor the new plan, and its integration with full alignment at that frequency. Then the Pleiadians are opening an energy timeline for the first time in any seminar, allowing you to enter in it where the whole experience occurs because everything exists in a moment. Time is not a reality beyond this illusion. All experiences exist in a period of time. Thus, participants will learn to move into that timeless space and react to what they are ready to receive in the form of tools and understanding. Each individual will unfold in a new state of consciousness, bringing back a clarity and knowledge to himself, to use now in this life, in this mission. All of this new energy coming to this seminar is right for this time, for those who are accelerated on the path and for those who are starting. There really is no difference between any of us because we are just talking about the difference of a moment in time between remembering. We cannot judge what is right for each individual, because each person will have what is ready for the moment, what they are presented during this process. 8. As the energy on the planet changes dimensionally? Are any of us connecting to the fourth, fifth dimension now, or is it affecting everyone on the planet right now? Everyone is being affected, but there is only one group of us arranged on the path that is consciously moving beyond the fifth dimension. Some are moving to the sixth dimension. And with the new energies coming into the new year, there will even be a seventh dimensional experience for some of us because we will undergo this transition within the universal community next year. There will be revelations of truth and understanding about our role within the universes, and we will begin to navigate with the galactic community and other energies of the way of life in a much more precise way, much more of a communion with these energies according to acceleration that is happening on the planet. The energy is changing here drastically. This is part of the upheaval of the drama. Dimensional changes are accelerating. The magnetic energy in the Earth's core has been transformed to take on the new configurations of the awakening of ourselves. It begins with discovery. I like that word, unearthed, because we're being dug up. We are no longer anchored here through illusions. Earth itself is changing to allow us to be unearthed and to walk our way differently within the universal community. There is tremendous acceleration and many of us will be advancing dimensionally, through the sixth, seventh dimensional element that will be here for those of us who are ready to engage with our galactic and universal neighbors. 9. The tension and drama we're seeing is probably the friction between the third dimension that exists, and the dimensions of change coming to the planet. Right? Exactly. It's part of that. And, we have to understand, this is another key piece, that there are some individuals who still need this drama, that experience of violence. There is no such thing as death. They are still having their last pieces of experience in a human element. We were all victims. We've all been bullies. And then there is a group that is still experiencing it. The SIRIANs, For example, they are where they need to be. They do not need rescue. They are having their experiences and are finishing what they need to complete this human element in this full illusion. We need to understand that everything that is happening on the planet is perfect for what these people need to experience right now, just as we are having our experiences. 10. What are the growth areas that we will be experiencing in the coming years? I think the biggest growth area is back to our galactic heritage. Know that none of us are originally from Earth. We all have natural origins off the planet. We are having a human experience, but one thing we will have to understand, and I know it is a lot for some people, is that our inheritance is within the galactic origin. We are going to come into alignment with this, remembering our individual origins, which is going to be a very important part of our enlightenment process. Over the next 2 years, we will see people absolutely awakening and remembering their origins and reconnecting to their home family, and that will change our whole view of Earth, about being apart and alone. It will open us to our galactic neighbors, to the energies of the life force that exist within the universes of which we are all part, and all are here, of course, supporting us in this transition to this aspect of our awakening. I think it's going to be a big turnaround. 11. Can you give us an idea of how humanity has changed over the last 2 years? It's been a huge change for those of us who are on the way. That was where the biggest change occurred. We were impelled to advance in our awakening because of dimensional changes on the planet. The veils have become very fine and now we are able to access a large part of our sacredness, and we are using that sanctity. The other accelerated part has been Earth itself, and the very strong new dimensional configurations that have been anchored on the planet. Our planet energetically transformed itself, almost into an energetic womb in readiness for a very strong change in consciousness. The Pleiadians are saying that this will happen in a mass environment. Within probably the next year and a half, many people will get an instant awakening, a reminder. When dimensional change comes to a certain level, guess what? Illusion will no longer be able to remain stable, and so people will simply wake up and remember who they are. This will happen to a certain group of people. And those of us who are the pathways, who are already on the way, will have accelerated to a point where we will maintain an energetic environment for these people to be able to adjust and align, while integrating and reorienting themselves to who they are. 12. From a galactic perspective, it should be a very exciting time if you are looking for the Earth and what is happening. It's amazing, and I spent a lot of time off the planet. Up here on the north coast of Minnesota we have 2 communication portals and a Lemurian portal straight out of the house, and then a large stargate recently opened in our field. Alisa and I are spending a lot of time off the planet and we have undergone tremendous transformation in ourselves. I was given this highest level of authority to help people in their awakening process. Working with groups, I can lift the veil now in a very different way to allow people to see themselves and have revelations, and this has been a very powerful process. The galactic network here is incredible. We have many ships coming and passing us, and bringing the information. It is very powerful. 14. They probably see the Earth as a chrysalis waiting to be reborn. That's exactly right, and you know? The real Earth is ahead of humanity, but it has to be because it acts as an energetic uterus for us. It is like a beautiful soil waiting for the seeds to be cultivated. It's really in very good shape, and the Pleiadians said that at some point in the future, when we go through our transformation, the Earth plane will shift back to its original untouched self. We do not have to save the Earth. I think Earth is doing very well now. And it reflects the density within us, showing what we need to change, and what we are changing. Everything is very positive. 15. For those of us who sometimes struggle to not be able to fully witness what is happening and get stuck to emotions. To practice each of us can do every day to help us to stay above the reaction and advance our evolution spiritual. CD. I think the most important practice is to be authentic with our human selves. We need to be willing to witness to ourselves in all the shadows of our humanity, and to enter the heart space daily, and only sustain us with love and compassion. Our humanity is the part of us that we try to push away, that we do not want to see, that we do not like. It is about self-acceptance, first, and it is also about accepting our creation. Whatever you have in your life now, accept this creation, and know that it is here only at this point in time as we learn what we have to learn. It is within us and needs to be felt and recognized. It is a very important process of self-recognition, self-introspection, daily accepting our creation, accepting what is right in front of us, breathing, letting go and entering the heart space and knowing that this fear or struggle is part of the illusion. Just breathe in this truth, because as you breathe, it leaks and you will see that this tension, that intensity, the fear, the worry, will dissolve. Just allow you not to get caught up in it. Just witness with your human part and keep up with love if you can, or at least acceptance. 16. Tell us about your new book and when it will be available. CD. Well, the new book is amazing. It is called The Pleiadian Promise. I get thrilled when I connect with him, because it's really a powerful and empowering job, and it's coming out in mid-April. It is the promise that the Pleiadians have made us, as humanity, to bring this information at this time so that we can take a great step in our process of enlightenment. This is the conclusion of the promise in this material, this information, to enable us to launch ourselves in a new way in our process of enlightenment. Through the information they bring, we come to a new innate understanding of ourselves, and a new remembrance. This really allows us to get on our way with this information. It's empowering. It puts things in perspective, back to the place. It makes sense for everything we are and what we are doing here, what we have done and where we are going. 17. It seems that the biggest change is the fact that we are doing it embodied, as opposed to remember between lives. CD. That's absolutely the truth, and this is exactly what the Pleiadians say, that we are going through what we would have done after we left the planet and we remember. This time, we stay in our bodies and we remember. An important part of the book is about the formation of new communities on this earth plane within ourselves, and new communities within the universe. It was a privilege and an honor to be writing this book. It really has changed my life and has absorbed every moment of mine for months. I'll be relieved to put this aside and just release it because it's been too much, but it's been glorious, magnificent to me.